Today we have an interesting problem to solve involving a rectangle in the xy coordinate plane. We are given in the question three coordinates or three vertices of the rectangle. So the first one is -1, -1, and we will call this vertex A. The second point or the second vertex is the point 2, 1. We will call it point B. And the third one is 6, -5, and we will call it vertex or point C. Our task here is to determine the coordinate of the fourth vertex of this rectangle. Now let's dive into the solution steps and find our key. If you remember, we said that every question has a key to open the door for the solution, and the key here we need to find is something related to the requested finding. So we need to find the vertex of a rectangle. So the first thing we do is we try to connect the dots to shape part of the rectangle. And as you know, the rectangle has, or the properties of a rectangle, they have two opposite parallel sides, this is one key, and also the two opposite sides, they are equal sides in distance. So in this case, so these actually are our keys that we will use to find the vertex, the missing vertex. So we can sketch the missing vertex, which is D, that is used to connect and complete the rectangle. So the point D has an unknown x coordinate and y coordinate. That's what we need to find. So let's think about it and say, what are the equations or formulas that relate coordinates in space and also involve lines in space? There are two things. The first one is the slope of a line connecting two points. So let us call them x1, y1, and the point x2, y2. In this case, the slope of the line equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. The second equation that relate the coordinates together is the distance or the length. The distance between 2 points is given by x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So these are the keys that we need to use to find the solution. So first, to find the slope, so the slope of the line BC is equal to, so we can go here and we can put the coordinates. We can call this x1, we can call this y1, and we can call this x2, and we can call this y2. So in this case, we know that the slope can be written as y2 minus y1, so 1 minus 5 divided by x2 minus x1, which is 2 minus 6, and the answer will be 1 plus 5. Remember, when we have a minus and a minus, this becomes plus. So 1 over 5, and 2 minus 6 is minus 4. So the answer will be 5 plus 1, 6 divided by minus 4, and we know that there is a common factor which is 2, so this is 6 is 2 times 3, 4 is 2 times 2, so we can cancel the 2, one of the 2 here, and we have 3 minus, this minus sign is here, you can bring it up, and minus 3 divided by 2. So that's the slope of BC. Now the slope of BC is equal to the slope of AD. That's because both lines are parallel. And that's the definition of parallel lines, is that they have the same slope. Now the slope of BC, we already found it, which is minus 3 over 2, equal to the slope of AD. So the slope of AD, so if we can call this x1, y1, so now we can actually subtract the y coordinates, divide by the subtraction of the x coordinates, and what we get is we have y minus minus 1 divided by x minus minus 1, and that will give us y plus 1 divided by x plus 1, and remember that minus with minus becomes plus, and minus with minus becomes plus. So in this case we have minus 3 over 2 equal to y plus 1 divided by x plus 1, and therefore we can do cross multiplication to get minus 3x plus 1 times x plus 1 equal to 2 times y plus 1. So we can actually simplify this by multiplying the 3, distribute the 3 equal to 2y plus 2. Now we can combine like terms, or basically let's get all the variables on one side and all the constants on the other side. So let's take this to the other side and this to this side. So we get the first equation, which is 2y plus 3x equal to minus 3 minus 2, or 2y plus 3x equal to minus 5. And let's call this the first equation. Because we have two unknowns, we need to construct two equations to find the coordinate x and y. The question now is how to construct the second equation. So if you go back to the graph, so we talked about the slope of BC equal to the slope of AD, and also the slope of BA equal to the slope of CD. So let's construct the other formula. So we go back here and we say that the slope of BA or AB equal to the slope of the line DC. Now the slope of AB, it's clear, we can just take the x-coordinate, so it's 1 minus minus 1 divided by 2 minus minus 1. 1 minus minus 1 divided by 2 minus minus 1 equal to the slope of DC. So the slope of DC, it's clear that we can write it as minus 5 minus y divided by 6 minus x. So it's minus 5 minus y divided by 6 minus x. So here we can continue to simplify. This is 1 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1, which is equal to minus 5 minus y divided by 6 minus x. And now that will be 2 divided by 3 equal to minus 5 minus y divided by 6 minus x. And then we can do cross multiplication to get 2 times 6 minus x equal to 3 times minus 5 minus y. Now you can distribute. 2 times 6 is 12 minus 2x equal to 3 times minus 5 minus 15, and 3 times minus y is minus 3y. So now let's collect the like terms. We can bring this to the other side and bring the 12 to this side. So this is minus 3y. If you bring it to the other side, it becomes positive 3y. Minus 2x, nothing changed here. Minus 15, and 12 is positive. Bring it to the other side, becomes negative. So that will be minus 12. And then finally, we will have 3y minus 2x equal to minus 27. And we will call this equation 2. So let's bring back equation 1 here. And let's put it next to the other equation. As you can see, so this is called simultaneous equations. And how do we solve it? To solve this equation, we need to make one of the variables in both equations have the same coefficient. So you can multiply equation 1 by 2, a factor 2, and multiply equation 2 by a factor 3. So in this case, equation 1 becomes, so if you multiply equation 1 by 3, every term, or by 2, every term is multiplied by 2. So 2y times 2 will be 4y. 2 times 3x, that will be 6x, equal to 2 times minus 5, which is minus 10. So that's equation 1 multiplied by 2. Now equation 2, you multiply it by 3, so that will be 9y, 3 times 3y, 9y, minus 3 times minus 2x, so it's minus 6x, equal to 3 times minus 27, so that will be minus 81. And that's equation 2. So now what you can do is you can just add both equations. together. So if you add them together, you add each term, each like terms together. So 4y plus 9y is 13y. 6x minus 6x is 0. So we eliminated one of the variables to be able to solve for the other variable. So minus 10 minus 81, that's minus 91. So now we have this equation. What you will do is you divide by 13, both sides you divide by 13, and this with this cancels out, and then I will have y equal to minus 91 divided by 13 is minus 7. So that's 1 point. Now that's the y coordinate. To find the x coordinate, we substitute y value in any of the above two equations. So one of them will work out, and you always choose the easiest one. So we can choose this because y is multiplied by 2. So I can take this and plug in the value y here. So that will be 2 times minus 7 plus 3x equal to minus 5. So that's minus 14 plus 3x equal to minus 5. And then I can bring this to the other side, and I will get 3x equal to 14 becomes positive, minus 5. So 3x equal to 14 minus 5, which is 9. Now divide by 3, both sides, to get rid of the 3. Then we have x equal to 3. So the solution, which is basically the fourth vertex coordinate, is the point D, which has coordinate 3 and minus 7. So if you go back, 3 minus 7 is answer here. And that's it.